listening to WICR, Iona College Radio.
The last 2 hours, I've lost my job, my apartment, my car, and my girlfriend.
All right, we're back here on the Martino and Rob morning show. Haven't been here in a while. I mean, some personal issues and Thanksgiving break.
Laziness. I think laziness is probably the best word
to
use. Because I think every Monday night we wake up and every Monday night we're just talking, and then all of a sudden we're really pumped for the show, and then Tuesday morning rolls around, it'll be 8 something, and I'll text you, or you'll either text me and be like, you want to just not do the show today? Yeah, sure, you're right. You know what? I'm too lazy to do this, so we don't actually come in to go and do the show. But I think, was it October the last time I think we were here?
Probably. I mean, you went on vacation last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Everyone was. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot there were classes on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, weeks before that. I think the last one we were doing the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, we probably did the week. We did the week after Halloween. So we got November. We fit one into November. But I was sick one, and then there was a Friday schedule. So it's not.
Yeah, the Friday
it's not
schedule.
Our fault. First of all, I got sick.
They always choose Tuesdays to redo the Friday schedule. That was the weirdest thing I think we've done.
Yeah. So the Friday schedule is not our fault.
No.
Me getting sick isn't my fault either.
That's
God's will.
It's Trump's fault that you're sick.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the Electoral College that got you
because I didn't
really
get
sick.
There wasn't a correct vote count.
Yeah.
And then you going on vacation is just prior planning. Nothing you can do about that. So it's not our fault.
I hated going on vacation Thanksgiving break. So awful.
So it's not our fault, and we're back here for our post-Thanksgiving episode. And we definitely have a lot to talk about. First off, Thanksgiving. Martino, how was your Thanksgiving?
Horrible. I didn't even celebrate it. It says my mom has joined. Blame you, because you wanted to go on vacation for a second straight year, missing Thanksgiving, and I'm really upset about that, because I think Thanksgiving is one of those holidays that if you don't celebrate it, it's one of those things that if you don't realize how great it is until you don't have it.
Yeah.
Because Thanksgiving, the whole build up to Thanksgiving is awesome. Just the preparation for the food, football games, hanging out with family and just like the cooler weather too.
Yeah.
It's because Thanksgiving, people kind of say the day after Halloween is the kickstart for winter and everything, but Thanksgiving I think is for me it's the end of fall. And it's the start of winter, because there's winter solstice and everything on like the 21st. That's only a couple days before Christmas. But I personally think that Thanksgiving is the real start to winter. So how was your Thanksgiving? Because you actually celebrated it.
It was just like a regular Thanksgiving. It's always
nothing different with politics or anything? Because I figured
I mean, that was probably...
Because that always comes out.
Yeah, that was probably at an all-time high. For me this year, I mean, me and my family never really talk politics. It's kind of just known to just not do it. Or it's just known where they all have the same view. I heard them talking about Trump this year, and they were saying...
Kind of hard to avoid that one.
Oh, yeah.
He's really hard to avoid.
They were talking about him and, like, how... he's going to be, like, good and stuff like that. And I didn't want to interject. I don't think he's going to be good. I just don't think he's going to be... I don't know.
He's a complete hit or miss.
Yeah. So
that's my thing.
But they don't feel that.
He's going to be really great or really bad.
Well, in their defense, he did say he's going to make America great again.
Yeah.
So why would he lie about that?
Yeah, why would a guy running for political office lie about something or give everyone this...
But
lackluster impression.
Yeah, but there had to be like legitimate fights, like.
Oh, there has to be. Yeah, there's people all the time that are that more so these recent generations that are completely polar opposite of their parents' views on politics.
And like the uncle.
It's always, you know what the weird thing is? There's always that uncle, but I have two brothers, and I'm just trying to think out of the three of us who's gonna be that stupid uncle, and I know 100% it's my younger brother, like the one that goes here. I'm gonna say his name, but probably everyone watching knows his name.
Yeah.
But it's 100% gonna be him, because I mean he even I made a Facebook status not too long ago. Yeah, I know, one of those. I was like, because it was the day after the election, I was like, well, this is why I stick to sports. And he commented saying something like, this is why I stick to stupid comments and cars, or something like that. And that just, it gives me another reassurance of why he's going to be that stupid uncle that gives my firstborn child a sip of wine at Thanksgiving when everybody's looking, when he thinks no one's looking. So I think he's going to be that kind of uncle.
But like what you're saying, like sports, you can't even do sports now. Like sports and politics are two like heated arguments that you can get into.
It's church and state. It needs to be separated.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to be in an agreement that it needs to be separated.
That's where Kaepernick meets the middle.
Oh my God.
If there's sports. Talk about the Jets, the Mets, you can talk about that. There's politics, you talk about Trump and Obama and all that. But if you go in the middle is where the most combustion happens.
Colin Kaepernick is I don't know have you ever seen Arrested Development?
I've seen a few episodes.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to watch it because it was one of the funniest shows on TV. But Ellen DeGeneres' wife, Portia de Rossi, is one of the characters in it. And she is one of those people that's completely polar opposite of our whole family and just wants to be the rebel. And she just always wants to stand up for a cause, whatever it is. Like, I don't know. Sometimes she stands up for, I don't know, like animal cruelty or like a tree getting knocked down or whatever. But she'll still wear like a fox coat.
Yeah.
And everything like that. But Colin Kaepernick, my point is that I think he just wants to be a part of something so bad, but he doesn't know why. He's a groupie. Colin Kaepernick's a groupie when he doesn't know what he's standing up for. With the Malcolm X and the Fidel Castro, he definitely doesn't know who either of them were. Because
Malcolm X is one because Malcolm X did
he's really controversial.
Yeah, but Fidel Castro is completely.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
There's no reason to support Fidel Castro.
My uncle's Cuban, defected from Cuba right around the time when Castro rose to power, and he hates him. He really has no. You're like, well, Castro, Cuba's literacy rate is 0.8% higher than America's. No, he murdered countless amount of people, imprisoned a bunch of people. He's one of the more awful human beings of the 20th century, and he's top 3. He's with Hitler and Stalin. It's a fact. And then Kim Jong-un, I think, was the original North Korean leader. Yeah. Then Ho Chi Minh. So he's top 5.
He's really bad. My friend's Cuban, and his parents.
Yeah, I saw that.
His parents got up in the middle of the night and were celebrating. People in Miami were celebrating in the streets.
Twice as lit as usual.
But Obama came out and he died, and he was he was a gracious leader. What are you talking about? Our every country has not liked him. So.
Usually he knows what to say. Honestly, he really does. That was bad, but it's not as bad as Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister.
What did he say?
You didn't see what he said?
No.
Well, I don't have it quote for quote, and the Wi-Fi down here is absolutely horrendous. But pretty much what he said was just a rough quote on it. He was just he was pretty controversial, but he did some good things here and there. Because he was Castro was friends with Trudeau's dad, who was considered the best prime minister in Canada's history, or one of the best ones. And he was kind of sympathizing about his death. And it's oh no, Fidel Castro. But the weird thing is for Trudeau, probably, he was one of those people that was one of those murderers that was nice to you.
Yeah.
You know how they had there was the Columbine shooting, and there was the one kid that was in the parking lot right before the two kids went into the school and they shot everybody up. And there was the one kid that was in the parking lot, and he said, "Hey, man, like, I like you. Get out of here. We're cool now. Just get out and go."
Oh,
So-
I never heard that. I never heard that.
You
Story.
never. Well, yeah, it's in a bunch of the documentaries about the whole shooting and everything, and all the people and like telling their perspectives about it and why, like, everyone had their theories as to why they did the shooting and this and that.
Yeah.
And one of those kids was like got out of there in time, but to my point, that kid might have a different perspective than
Exactly,
everyone else.
especially if his dad had a relationship with the guy. It's like he probably sees him as like,
Oh yeah, like that's my dad's boy, even though he's murdering.
It's
He's
like-
one of the worst people. He's the worst leader on in Western civilization since I don't know what leader you
Yeah.
can compare him
It's
to.
like-
He's
it's
definitely
like,
the worst. For
being
sure.
like Pablo Escobar's nephew. He's just like Uncle Pablo. That's all he is. And then,
Yeah, right.
Then again, he's like the
Like
biggest
Uncle
drug
Pablo will
lord.
buy me a bunch of soccer balls and or a bunch of like cool toys and all that, but he was the worst drug dealer of all time.
Yeah.
And he is one of the worst people of all time.
Yeah.
But you know what? He was cool, so he gave me a couple toys. So like he's
alright.
aight
Yeah, he's
in
alright.
my book.
Yeah.
So
did
yeah.
you go? Well, you couldn't go Black Friday shopping, right? Because you
Have
were,
I? No.
Did you? Have you ever went? You didn't go this
I
year,
have
but-
never went. I have never been. I think Black Friday is one of the dumbest days ever.
First of all, it's not even Black Friday anymore.
It's so
there's-
America.
They have deals starting like Wednesday night. So like we're just progressively just like
yeah, because people
becoming
kill each
greedier
other.
and greedier and greedier and greedier. But we're gonna start doing Black Friday like the Monday before Thanksgiving. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse.
I think we should just do random Black Friday.
Deals.
Kind of no, just a random Black Friday any Friday out of the year. I think we should do Black Friday on Good Friday.
Yeah,
Because
it'd
then
probably
it kind of
cheer
cancels
people up.
out. Because it's like, hey, it's Good Friday, kind of got to be nice today, but I also got to get those deals. So I won't curb stomp your face when I'm
Yeah.
grabbing toilet paper.
Because
I'll
Jesus
just kindly
died.
shove you to the side and help you up later. Maybe give you one roll out of that 12-pack of toilet paper,
Yeah.
because that's what Jesus would have probably done.
Yeah.
That's I think we could cancel out Black Friday
Yeah, it would
by
probably-
putting it on Good Friday.
Yeah, it would probably brighten up the day too. It's kind of like more. I mean, I'm not gonna call out Jesus for dying or anything like that, but you kind of ruin the whole day because all you're thinking about is
It just had to be a
Jesus
Friday,
died.
you know.
But if I could think about maybe I could get that new Xbox, that make my day. A little
Yeah, you know, we go to a Catholic school, but I think we
I said
might
No, I said no offense.
we might have to blame Jesus for Black Friday.
Yeah.
because he just had it like that. They call it. You know, it's kind of ironic that we call it Good Friday when he did die on it. So it's like good. I think good
Yeah, we're not-
thing he died.
It's like whoever invented that never really knew what the word.
That's
good
100%
means.
not how it goes and not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Black Friday, you have been or
No, I haven't. I was hoping we could get a story out of it, but I mean, looking at
this
time
one
right now,
yeah, but it's the opening morning show. We haven't the opening segment for the morning show, but we haven't had one in a long time. But yeah, I don't have any good Black. Do you have any friends that have
No.
gone Black Friday? Everything I've heard from friends that I've had gone to Black Friday, they haven't had any crazy stories.
No, it's really not. I mean, I've had friends that have gone, but I haven't had friends that have heard any crazy things. Like,
Yeah.
it's really nothing bad. It's like
It's just those few incidents that make the whole thing look bad and
Yeah.
and make you change your whole perception. I mean, Black Friday is definitely like
It's crazy.
It's
It
so
is
nuts.
crazy.
Did you ever see the Canadian Black Friday video? Is that actually
I
from
don't know,
Canada
but
when they're
that's
just
ridiculous.
for people who are watching the Black Friday for Canada? Well, in America, obviously, everyone just rushes in, like, pushes each other over to try and get, like, their deals. In Canada, everybody just walks in slowly, and the employees are
Yeah.
just clapping, like, here you go, welcome to Black Friday, eh? We got great deals over here on maple syrup and
they sell that
leaves
in their
and
Best Buy.
yeah, right.
But that's
Oh my
it's
God.
definitely. Well, we'll stick on Black Friday, but like speaking of Canada, like I don't understand how things can be. People can be so different.
It's the water.
Yeah.
I think it's the water. I legitimately think there's something in the waters in America that make people just so crazy.
Yeah, because that's weird. Like,
but it's just even because I've been watching. I don't know if you watch Trailer Park Boys at all. If you have ever seen it, it's okay. So if you just watch it, it's a mockumentary of people just like living in a trailer park. Yeah, like you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
And they're just living in this trailer park, and they curse, but. Yeah. For Canadian TV, it was extremely controversial because they're just saying the F word every other conversation, and it's a big deal for them. They're like, "Oh my God, this is no good for our children's ears." Like I even saw a video just yesterday on Facebook about it was in, I guess, I don't know, Canadian Parliament, Congress, whatever you want to call it, and they were just talking about this one topic, and one of the politicians, this female politician, goes,
said fart, right?
She said fart.
Yeah.
Fart in the room. She made a reference calling fart in the room, and the other politician was disputing her statement and just wrote it off completely because she said fart in the room, and she didn't even say fart. She spelt it out. She's like, she said a word in her statement, FART. She should probably think about withdrawing that. She's like, are you like kidding me right now? So that's like Canada in a nutshell to me. And South Park too does a perfect job of
making fun of Canada.
Making fun of Canada. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
For
so
sure.
Back to Black Friday. Personally, my friends have gone, and it's really the only thing it is. It's just it's just very crowded. You can't really move around. Mm-hmm. You're not really buying things. You're literally just driving to the mall and standing there and leaving. But it's just like, think about how many Best Buys there are in the world. Probably over 1 million. Right? Or like Walmart's. There's probably like over like 2 million.
No, you can't have 1 million of them. Not even like half a million. No, I swear to God. Actual like Best Buys, like stores.
You don't think there's?
No, I 100% guarantee there's not. I bet like 1 million of them. No way. Nah. Best Buys. I give you.
You know how many cities there are in the world?
Yeah, but that have a Best Buy,
America,
have Best Buys.
Or all right, a Walmart.
No, seriously, I've done research projects on Walmart. There's definitely not even, definitely not 1 million. I can guarantee you that. I can 100%, if you're watching right now, comment on, there's definitely not 1 million Walmarts in the world, in America. Nonetheless, oh, now it's trying to reconnect because of the poor connection. There's definitely not. There's no way.
Trying to see
Best Buys.
Oh wow, not even close. Yeah, there's 1,000 Best Buys.
Yeah, no, it's like you really like you think about it. We live in New York though, so it's totally different.
Yeah, but what my point was that there's it said there
I
1,050 Best Buys.
Yeah,
and you probably see like 20 videos of Black Friday things, so it's like not even like a hefty percentage of these fights are coming from like these just 20 different Best Buys.
I want to know. I want to know exactly where.
I would think
where these fights. Yeah. Oh, totally in the South. You could definitely because they're crazier. I think they're way crazier than.
Well,
the
just
people
like
in the
Canada is like the water. It's like there's the water down there, and the
they have water in America, in the South.
It's water.
I don't know. They still, the people in the like. I'm not generalizing everyone in the South, but I have still met people where I've gone on vacation in Florida where they still hate the North for the Civil War.
Yeah,
and it's actually
I think
it's really funny. I think it's so funny because I've gone down to Florida and I've hung out with people down there when I was like younger, and there's kids that their parents didn't like me because I was from New York. And they're like, "Oh yeah, they don't like you because you're from the North." I'm like, "Wait, are we still upset about the Civil War?" And
well, they wear. I'm pretty sure anyone that flies the Confederate flag probably doesn't like.
Well, from people I've talked to also in the South, they're not racist, and I can like safely say I know they're not, but they have like the Confederate flag and everything. They just say it represents the South. It's not even like, no, we're not hatred, we still want slavery. Like this just kind of represents our part of the I think it's bad. It's still a bad look.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, personally, I had an experience over the summer where I met this kid. I was up in the Poconos with my friends, and we were just like hanging out, like shooting like paintball guns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, so this kid walks up. We're like on a hill. This kid walks up the hill. Random kid from Virginia starts talking to us, and he's like
Oh wait, you told me this.
Yeah.
You told me about this.
He's
and
like
he like came out to the woods and he like passed out on the porch and everything with like throw up, and he had like a kid, but he's younger. He's what is he like around our
younger
age?
than me.
Oh my god. So that's 2 years younger than me.
Yeah. So he was explaining the Confederate flag, and he said, he was like, listen, I'm legitimately not racist.
Yeah.
Like, because he said there's two different Confederate flags. There's the red and blue one, which is the regular one, and that's just for the South.
Yeah.
And then there's a black and orange one. And then there's the black and orange flag meant that you held slaves. So you're a racist. You're letting people know
like
that
your ancestors were slave owners and they had a plantation. Yeah. Wow. I actually never knew that. I didn't.
Neither did I, and I looked it up, and it doesn't really seem
to exist.
I
did. Well, you know, also, I think the people that actually probably do have that flag don't have the internet. So
probably not.
So it's probably going to be really hard to go find it. It's one of those, not a gem, but it's one of those hidden things in America that are like, wow, we actually have that here.
No, yeah, I mean, I believe him because like he's from there, but
I believe it. I think that it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That it has to be true.
Yeah, well,
because that guy's definitely not smart enough to just make it off the top of his head. No way.
He said that he was in a gas station and he saw the flag.
Yeah.
And he said, like, what's the black and orange for? And he said, the guy responded, my family owned slaves.
Yeah.
So I mean, if someone, they must know. They're from the South.
Wow.
I don't want to divulge in the Southern issues.
Well, I think that should probably wrap up the first segment of the morning show, because that was definitely lengthy.
Yeah.
For the first
but we had a lot of time to make up. So
oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, we will be back with the morning show with Martino and Rob. We're gonna talk about a idea that we've had planned for a while now.
I know. I really wanted to talk about because I got a great story
about delivery stories. So, listening to Martino and Rob in the morning. We'll be right back.